It's gonna have competition because I'm committed. Yeah. What's going on, guys? Back with another chomper video. So if you've been following along lately, you know that we've been doing some performance mods to chomper. So basically we did the headers, we got our tune in, and then Black Bear asked us to do a final data log for them to look over the tune to ensure that everything is as good as possible. Now I decided we're going to do a couple more things before we do that final data log. Last video we ended up doing the Corvette servo and the transmission, which has been really nice. We'll have to see if they adjust anything within the tune. We have those swapped to 93 octane fuel since the first data log where we were running 87. So we're running the 93 tune, but the first data log wasn't on 93. Then we've got the Corvette servo, and then in today's video we're going to be doing a little tune-up on the truck, throwing some fresh plugs in there, doing an oil change, cleaner air filter, all of that, so that the truck is going to be basically completed for them to look over the tune, and if they need to adjust anything, because some of the things that we changed might need adjustment for, and then they can send us a tune revision if that's the case, or they can say, hey, your truck is running perfect, good to go. Well, most people probably recognize this truck. I don't know what video I'm throwing this in, but we're here with Jacob, hanging out with Jacob. We got the OG LBZ here. That orange looks so good. I haven't seen it since you did all that.
Thank you.
That looks so good. We've been upstairs reminiscing about when he first got this thing and had twins on it. This coming up year, which I'm telling y'all as I'm telling him, he's gonna have competition because I'm committed. Yeah, a little gas truck gonna put it on him. I put a little clip of in my last exhaust video on my 22 of my old LBZ. I was just there listening to it and I was like, dang, I kind of missed that for you.
Like it.
Of course, it sounded nothing like this.
100 over injectors, S472 5 blade, built engine, built transmission, 12mm CP3.
And OG 420s.
OG 420s and OG BMFs.
For real. Back when BMF was still a wheel. So y'all leave some comments saying, Jacob, get this thing back running ASAP.
I'm really hoping that this thing is at 1,000 horsepower for the next truck.
For real?
Yeah, that's kind of.
Go ahead and drop the date so they know.
So next Alabama truck meet is in Montgomery Raceway Park. Capital Cities Motorsports is what it's called now. January 28th, 2023. We've taken a little break. We're back at it. They've got, the plan is in November they're clearing out a huge mudding area around the track. And it should have an ATV area, mudding area, trails. It should be absolutely awesome for everybody to just go buck wild in, and not tear up his grass, because he's really trying to take care of his grass. And I understand that. I like my grass to be clean too. So
we're gonna be respectful, so it can be there. We're gonna have dedicated spots.
So they're gonna have dedicated spots where people can tear their stuff up, and weather permitting. Obviously, it's gonna be winter. Hopefully, it'll be warm enough. So usually we have a little warm spell in the winter.
Do some racing.
Do some racing, but we'll see.
Quarter mile.
$20 entry at the gate, all day fun. You can't go to the movies for that anymore, so.
Exactly.
I'm coming out and see LMFS creator.
Yeah, more like see Jacob's truck there running 11s.
Hopefully.
I doubt I have anything that fast by then. I haven't even talked to y'all about that at all yet. We're gonna make something happen. We'll see. Calling you out, Jacob.
Hey, let's do it.
All right, well, here's our passenger side plugs. I would say looking pretty daggum dingy. And if you're curious, I got this off of Amazon. I think I'll have a link to it in the description. It's magnetized specifically for taking spark plugs out. Obviously, didn't get to use it on that back one. I'm sure I won't be able to on this one either because it is so close. This thing's pretty long. It's longer than just a regular extension in a socket. But if you got room, it's definitely nice. But yeah, definitely was due for a replacement. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the plugs back in on the passenger side, and then obviously you do the exact same thing on the driver's side. Driver side plug looking just as dingy as the passenger. A little bit easier over here because you can get that back plug from the top side rather than pretty much having to go from the bottom over here. But next up is going to be an oil change. So we're going to go for a quick cruise, get everything nice and warmed up, mixed around so we can get all that old oil out. Let's fire this beast up and hopefully sounds good as new. All right, time for a 30-second oil change. Record so that I know when to do the next oil change. We are at 163,000 miles. She's purring like a kitten, so I'll catch up with y'all in the morning. We'll get our data log knocked out. Boys, a little data log on the way to work. I think so. She's already hooked up, just got it all started. We are recording right next to my lunch. Let's go for a drive. My GoPro decided to jump off the windshield, hit my dash, and pop the battery out. So I'm not sure if the original part that I was filming got corrupted or not, but if so, we are data logging. And I was talking to y'all about the Corvette servo that we installed and how I have been enjoying it. Daily driving the truck for a couple days now. I still don't think that it's too much. I think it's a nice, noticeable improvement. If you're wanting your truck buttery smooth, like a new 10-speed transmission that you don't even feel shift, not the one for you. But if you do like that aggressive race car aggressiveness, whatever you want to call it, it's definitely for you because it's nice. I like it. So this is a glorious road, and Chomper likes to talk going down it. If I want to lift it first and then put a cam in it later, but I also think if I lift it, then it's going to make it a lot more difficult to put a cam in it. So, and I don't even know if I'm personally going to do it or if I'm going to take it to a shop, because I don't really have a ton of time. I work a 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday and Saturday, and I film on Fridays and afternoons. So that's a big job to take on, just because taking stuff apart, you got to remember where it goes back. And yeah, I don't know, undecided. I also have debated on just trying to find a 6-liter engine part out, get that, and just get that built while it's out of the truck, and then put it in here. Of course, then we got the 4L60 here that would probably just dump itself immediately on startup, so then we'd have to either build it or know, find a 4L80. This is where I always used to do burnouts. I haven't done one here in a while. I haven't done a burnout in this truck yet. I'm not going to do it on the mud graph, but maybe if we put another setup on here, we will. So loud. Yeah, those shifts are real aggressive. I mean, they really lurch it forward. But it feels awesome. Who knows? Like I said, people said that it's good because it's getting, you know, it's not riding the clutches to the next gear, it's just getting straight into that next gear. Does it feel like it's better for it? Not really. Does it feel awesome? Yes. All right, here we go. Sell the hard body so that I can get Lauren her project truck. I've been telling her I was going to get her for a good while now. It's also hard to find that. We've been looking, but the ones that we find are just, they're overpriced, and I need to sell the hard body in order to get one. So I might do that, but I also need a good daily, which, like I said, I don't know when y'all are seeing this. Plans for the 22 have to see for that video. I don't want to spill any crazy tea and then not end up happening, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, a lot of stuff. I don't know why I'm just rambling. We've done a good bit of data logging here. I'm probably gonna pull over right up here, stop this correctly this time by hitting X before I turn the truck off. This should be plenty. That's 15 minutes right there of logging. We got pretty much all different parameters of driving, so they should be able to look that over and have a great example of how the truck is performing currently, which I have no complaints. But I don't know if y'all can see that. We're just gonna hit the X, data logging saved as, so we're good to go. Now I'll have that on here. I'll just have to throw it on the laptop, drag it over, email it off to them, and yeah, then they'll be able to check it out and let me know. So anyways, hopefully y'all did enjoy, guys. Comment down below, let me know. I think this video was what I had talking to Jacob in. So yeah, that gives you a little bit of an idea. It's not this truck that's gonna outrun him for sure. It's gonna be a different truck. So with that being said, y'all let me know what you think gas truck wise that I could relatively easy, not super inexpensively, but somewhat. I say that it's probably a lot more difficult than I'm thinking, but yeah, it's not this truck. It's gonna be boosted, and it's gonna be fast, and we're gonna